Hey everyone, Matt Samolsky here and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching another of my videos. I'm back here at Mercedes-Benz of Hoffman Estates again. Thank you for letting me review one of your newest models cars. And today I have a 2021 Mercedes-Benz GLA 250. So you might be wondering, well, which one is it? Well, the 2021 is this one, the white one right here, and the 2020 is the one on the right. And I'm really happy that I was able to get both of them in the same place, because now you can see firsthand of the differences that they've made. So it's probably easier to say what's the same, and it is nothing other than the name. I mean, this car is taller, it's wider, it's a little bit shorter, but they did extend the wheelbase a little bit for more comfort and more smoother ride, as well as more room for passengers and drivers on the inside. And we're going to take a look at that. This was very cool when it first came out, and I really always liked the GLA, but I never thought of them as SUVs, more of a little hot hatch or hatchbacks. Pretty cool cars nevertheless. This is more of a full-blown SUV. So finally the GLA grew up to play with the big boys. So what I'm going to do today is, this is not going to be a full feature comparison by any means. I'm going to walk around both of these cars so you can check out the different features on the outside and take a quick look, very quick look in the interior. But I really want to focus on this 2021 because it is a brand new model. Everything about this car is new, and I want to make sure that you get the best experience watching it. So I want to take a look at the outside, inside, underneath the hood, and in the back, and then I'll take it for a spin. If you're ready, then let's go. Right, so first I'm going to walk around really quick for the older model, the 2020 GLA, and take a look and pay attention to the grille, the lights, the wheels, the side profile of this car, and then we'll go in the back. So it was a very distinctive look for its time. It was made from 2015 to 2020, and now redesigned for 2021. We'll take a look at now. All right, guys, so we're gonna start in the front here, and if you can take a look, nice LED headlights. This is the LED high performance lights from Mercedes. It's got those running lights right on the bottom and the top of the lights. It looks very nice, very visible in the dark. It has a new grille. Even though it's a big grille, there's a couple different designs of this grille available. This is base one, a big Mercedes star right here in the middle. The bottom part of the grille also runs through the entire car. It's got the fog lights that are incorporated in it. It also got a little bit of chrome, this chrome trim at the bottom here, and some chrome right in the middle, as well as some of the polished aluminum look plastic trim on it. It also has the Mercedes star right on the hood. That's normal for a lot of, well, pretty much all of the Mercedes-Benzes. Anyways, what I want to point out to is this huge windshield. It's a lot bigger than what it was in the previous generation, and it's going to make a huge difference when driving it. And I've driven this car already. I can tell you that the visibility is much better than it was in the previous generation model. So let's take a look on the side. All right, so looking at the side of this vehicle, again, they cleaned it up quite nicely. It has very smooth sides on it, not very many lines across the body of this vehicle. It does have this one distinct line that goes all the way across. It does have a nice chrome trim at the bottom. The door handles are chrome, plus it does have incorporated the body color door handles at the bottom. Now you can see I have the key in my hand, so I basically unlock the door, and what happened is the mirrors also opened up, and you were able to see the LED lights turn signals are incorporated in the mirrors as well. So, you know, that's just basically also showing you of how to unlock the car. You know, put your hand in it or touch the sensor on the outside. Doors will lock or unlock depending on how you do it. You can just pull it and open it that way. What else is here? The bigger windows on the side, so that gives you more visibility when you're driving this car, and also has the roof rails on the top in case you wanted to add a roof rack to it and carry some of the load at the top. So that would be the side of this vehicle. We'll move to the back. All right, so I think in the back here are where the changes are the most visible, and the lights are completely different. The whole structure, the whole shape of the car is completely redesigned, and I like it. They cleaned it up quite a bit. Those are LED taillights as well. It's got nicely incorporated chrome trim around the exhaust tips, or fake exhaust tips, but they still look good. A little bit of black over here. Now this vehicle is dressed in polar white. This is the Mercedes-Benz color, and it looks really nice. It does have a nice LED brake light incorporated in the gate. It is a 4Matic, which means it's a Mercedes all-wheel drive. I'm going to open this gate, see how much room there is inside. You can access the gate several different ways. One way that you can do it is obviously press the button on the remote. There's another way that you can do it is basically just by kicking it. There you go. Now I got it. I kicked it a few times. You have to find the spot. Once you find it, you're going to be able to open it pretty much all the time. So how much room we have? Actually not bad at all for a small SUV. Now it does have a cargo cover that, you know, closes with the gate, so nobody can see what's inside when you have the car locked, so people don't look inside of it. Now this cargo cover is removable, and you can take it out and put it right here. And the reason you might want to do it is if you're carrying something longer, because those seats are foldable. It used to be a 60-40 split on the previous generation. Now it's 40-20-40. So you can either fold down this middle portion right here if you only have something narrow but long, or you can fold down one seat and leave the rest on. You can still fit 2 passengers in here, 1 passengers, or, you know, no passengers, depending on how much room you have. But it gives you the ability to be more flexible as far as not losing passengers when you're trying to, let's say, have skis that you want to just transport with the car. Anyways, I'm going to fold these down so you can take a look and see how much room is there. Hey guys, I'm gonna fold it down now to see how much room we gain by basically having the seats flat. And well, these two fold together if you'd like them to, but also you can separate them and just fold this seat or the whole second row. Now, it does have quite a bit of room. For a small SUV, it's surprisingly roomy. It's not completely flat, but you can still fit quite a bit of stuff in here. And I'm going to give you a close-up of it. All right, so let's see if this cargo cover will fit in here. And it looks like it does not, unfortunately. I guess the sides are sticking up, so I guess you would have to actually transport it inside of this vehicle. Not the end of the world, but if it was just a little bit smaller, it would fit underneath. It would be a perfect solution for more storage, in my opinion. Well, let's take a look and see what powers up this GLA 250. There you go. Nicely opens up. I love that they don't have this prop thing to put the hood up. You can just do it one hand basically. Anyways, the power comes from this 2.0 liter turbocharged engine, 221 horsepower, which is about 17 horsepower more than the previous generation, which was a 205, and it's got 258 foot-pounds of torque. It does have a 8-speed dual clutch automatic transmission versus 7-speed automatic transmission on the previous model year. This vehicle is also a little bit bigger, so it will make up the horsepower will make up for the difference in weight. 0 to 60, not very important, but you know, it's 6.6 if it's a 4Matic, it's 6.8 if it's a front-wheel drive. So we'll take it for a spin and I'll see how this vehicle handles with this engine. But before we do that, I want to check out the room in the back seat, then I want to jump in the front and show you where the magic happens, because the interior is really, really nice and completely redesigned on it. So let's check it out. Okay guys, so I want to jump here in the back seat just to see how much room it is with the front seat positioned the way that I would normally drive the car. I am 6 foot tall, so I want to find out if I have enough room in the back. And surprisingly, there is a lot of room. Truly is. I mean, I have plenty of room. Matter of fact, I think I have more room here than in my Honda Pilot, which is a bigger vehicle. Also, interesting part, now this vehicle is also equipped with the optional second row adjustable seats, which can move back and forth in case you need more room in the back over there. So I'm going to show you what else is here. Coming in, walking up here, what else we have here? We have lock and unlock. We also have the window controls, a speaker, a nice polished aluminum looking trim. It's plastic. And what else is in here? So the seats, as you can see, 3 seat belts in the back, so it can fit 3 adults, 2 comfortably, the third one if you have to, but the seat is there. And the reason for it, there's this bump right here, and it's not a flat floor, so you will give up a little bit of room based on that. Now it also does have the vents for the rear climate control, and that is your second row seat. Now I'm going to jump in front and show you what else is in this car. All right, I'll jump in the front, but before I do that, let's do a quick sound check. This is a solid door. Now, one thing that I want to point out, that some of these doors you actually have to use some force and kind of slam them, otherwise they won't close all the way. Not a big deal. That's actually a good indication. Heavier door, more quality, in my opinion. Let's take a look inside and let's see where the magic happens. All right, so let's see what's inside. Before we get in, I want to point out it does have seat controls right here. This is to adjust your driver's seat. There's another one for the passenger. It does have 3 memory seat buttons. This vehicle is equipped with the heated and ventilated seats, which is really nice. And this is the trim that I really liked on the GLB as well. This is the same trim that this car has. Very nice. Polished aluminum looking plastic trim right here. Lock unlock, your window controls, your mirror controls. This is where you open your power gate, and you do have a little bit of a seat map pocket, and actually a door map pocket right in here. Mercedes-Benz logo on it. Nice clean interior. And I'm gonna jump in because this is really nice. Alright guys, so I'm on the interior of this 2021 GLA 250, completely redesigned from the previous version. As a matter of fact, it is the same interior as you can see on the A-Class, the GLB class. That includes the 10.25-inch screens, part of the Premium 1 package, and includes the MBUX experience, which is standard now on most of the brand new Mercedes-Benz models. Now the 10.25-inch screens are optional. They come standard with the 7-inch screen, but I would definitely spend that $1,500 and get those bigger screen. That really makes a huge difference on the vehicle. Now the way that you can select different functions on them, there's plenty of it. I'm not going to go through every single one of you, but you can do it on the steering wheel. The left part of the steering wheel controls the left screen, and the right part of the steering wheel controls the right screen on it. This one is also equipped with the trackpad right here at the bottom, so you can select it using the trackpad. If you like to use your computer mouse, this is a similar feel to it. It's basically you know, scroll and tap, and you can also select it by using a touch screen. So if you like to swipe and tap with your fingers, now this option is for you. Now if you like to talk to the car, you can also use your voice commands, and "Hey Mercedes" is basically the keyword, which, you know, I turned off because it was too sensitive, but that will turn off the voice assistant with the Mercedes-Benz. Several different features that are available on here. Like I said, vehicle settings, information, comfort settings, media, radio, phone, that type of stuff. This one is equipped with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, so if you have your phone, you can connect it and you can use your navigation that way, or you can use all your apps on your phone as well. Vents, now you heard me talking about it. I'm warming up to it a little bit, but they're not my favorite. They're very functional, they're very big, and you know, in order to close them, you basically just twist them and no air is coming out of here. So this is a pretty cool feature as far as that. Also a nice feature too, that if I decided that it was too cold for me and I wanted to heat it up, and I put this on high, I'm not sure if you can see this, but these change to red. That means that it's heating up the car versus cooling it down. So at night you can see it a lot better, but not right now, and we're certainly not going to put the temperature too high right now, as it is pretty warm outside. What else is interesting about this car? A couple things that I just found out that are part of this vehicle, and I could have used it, and unfortunately nothing happened, but I was downtown this morning and I was opening the door, and I'm glad I just looked in the rear view mirror, because a cyclist went by really fast and I almost hit him or her. I don't even know who it was. However, now it wouldn't happen with this car, because this will sound the sound and the lights will flash that there is somebody that's coming. So if somebody is passing through, it will actually sound the sound. Interesting feature on this vehicle as well. Everything else is standard to the Mercedes brand. It has great quality. It has wireless charging, USB-C, regular power outlet right here, those pretty cool cup holders, that very little thing, but that you can make them fit even the small cups, which sometimes is a big issue, because if you don't have a cup big enough, it's kind of gonna bounce and you can spill your drink. Very nicely thought of interior. The trim that's right here, I really like it. I think this is the greatest looking trim, although you can opt in for different trims, whether you like the wood grain trim or more shiny. Mercedes has it. They have different options that are available for you. This particular one does not have a moonroof, but it's available also as an additional option for the panoramic moonroof. This car has got my favorite Burmeister stereo, and I'm going to turn the radio on just to see and if you can hear the stereo on here. So there's a radio. Great sound of the radio, nice crisp tones, very clear. It's not. One of the features in this particular model is that you can actually change your color on the ambient lighting, and there's actually 64 colors that you can select from. And as you can see, as I'm changing those on the screen here, they change at the bottom right here, so you can see plenty of colors to choose from. Let's see how the green one would look like. I personally like it. Makes it more personal, makes it a little bit more feel-good type of feature. Depending on your mood, you can change it. You can also have the multicolor animation that would basically change the intensity, and it will also kind of change while you're driving. So the multicolor ambient lighting, it actually has stripes of lights right here, then it has them on the side of the door, and you can reflect them, even see the reflection on the like the brake and gas pedals. So great feature. I think something innovative from Mercedes-Benz. So if you're ready, we're gonna take this car for a test drive and see what this 221 horsepower engine can do. Rear view camera is probably, again, Mercedes done such a great job on the quality of the picture for that rear view camera, and I get in and out cars a lot, and this one is by far one of the best in its class. This one doesn't have a 360, but I'm sure it's available as part of some package with the Mercedes-Benz. So let's talk price a little bit. So this car with 4Matic starts at $38,200 and some dollars. So again, it's another Mercedes-Benz which starts under $40,000, which is cheap for Mercedes-Benz. I mean, there's plenty of other cars that you can choose that are within the price range with the similar equipment, but they're not Mercedes-Benz. So for Mercedes-Benz, there's 4 cars actually that start under $40,000, and I've reviewed 3 of them already. So the A-Class, the GLB, the GLA, and the CLA, they all start under $40,000. Now you can customize it and you can go crazy with it. You can almost go to $50,000. But some people like to have a smaller vehicle that is fully loaded, fully equipped, rather than shelling out additional money for, let's say, a GLC, which starts in the mid-40s and they can go up to almost $60,000 if you wanted to equip it the same way. Now, I like the big vehicles, the big trucks, but some people don't need big trucks. And if you like a small SUV that sits up higher and has an all-wheel drive system, you know, this might be the vehicle for you. Let's take it for a drive around and let's see how it handles. So far, a typical Mercedes feel, nice, solid. Steering wheel is not nice and very soft to the touch. It feels good in your hands, the same steering wheel as they use in several other vehicles. Now we're gonna see a little bit of an acceleration, and again, it does have several driving modes, so I'm gonna switch it to a sport mode and see how it performs. You can hear that engine, you know, not crazy, but there is a little bit of the engine noise coming into the cabin in here. 221 horsepower, nice pickup. Let's see how it performs from the stop. Again, we'll put it in the sports mode and let's go. It can definitely handle itself. Again, it's not a performance vehicle, it's not a sports one, but it can definitely handle the pickup. It is a little bit taller than the previous version, so you can feel it while taking a turns. There's a little bit more of that body roll, but it's still not bad. It's still nice and solid. This one is actually, I mean, it sits higher than the previous version. It sits higher than the A-Class. It's based off the A-Class, so it sits about 5.5 inches higher than the A-Class. And when I was talking to you about the front of this vehicle and saying that the windshield is a lot bigger, and it truly is. I mean, it's got great visibility all around. Let's take a look and see how the visibility is in the back. There's virtually nothing blocking it, so you can see everything in your rear view mirror. Like the visibility of this little SUV. Like I mentioned before, this one has a 4Matic all-wheel drive system. That's a Mercedes all-wheel drive system, so it's going to be very capable on and off the road. Now, it's not an off-roader, so I wouldn't take it on the rock climbing expedition or anything like this, but if you have a little bit of snow or if you get into a little bit of mud, I think it's going to be very capable of getting you out of the trouble area. I guess to sum it all up, big thumbs up to Mercedes-Benz for producing another quality vehicle like this. All three that I reviewed under $40,000, they don't skimp on quality at all. You know, the A-Class, great vehicle, the GLB, great vehicle, the GLC, GLA that we're driving right now. It's a fantastic vehicle if you have a budget that starts or is around $40,000. And the mid-40s, this one's $43,900, so it's $44,000, and it's very nicely equipped. The only thing that I would add, if I were to spec it out myself, would probably be the panoramic moonroof, although it's not a deal killer. I mean, I like the Premium One package that it does have. I definitely like the Burmeister stereo that this one has. Heated and ventilated seats. This one's got 19-inch wheels. Standard ones are 18, so this one's got upgraded wheels on it as well. And that is it. There's no special paint. There's nothing crazy about this car. However, it's very functional the way that this one sits right now. Again, thank you Mercedes-Benz of Hoffman Estates for letting me review another one of your vehicles. Guys, please check them out, and I'm going to put the link on the description of this video. I'm also going to put a phone number for Peter. He's always ready to help you out with any of your automotive needs. Also, if you like this type of stuff, if you like new cars that are coming up, if you like to watch videos about cars, please subscribe to my channel and hit that little notification button. I love doing those videos. I love it even more when people are actually watching them and putting some comments in it. If there is anything that you would like to see within the reason, I will try to make it available and get to the vehicle, take it for a spin, review it, give you my opinion on it. So don't hesitate, put it in the comment section what would you like to see, and I'll definitely try to get as many of cool cars reviewed as I can. Thank you for watching. I'll give this car a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.